Your half Turkish get up is exactly like your full Turkish get up. You're just only moving yourself to the half kneel position and then coming all the way back down. So to set yourself up for this, you're going to lay on your side in a fetal position with your bottom hand wrapped around the bell, your top hand wrapped around your bottom hand. At this point, you're going to roll onto your back, using your body weight as momentum to help lift the bell. You'll then push the bell up and bring your feet into a V shape, heels close into glutes. The bell side leg is going to stay bent. Your opposite leg is going to straighten with the toes turning in and the leg staying at that slight V shape angle. You'll take your opposite hand, touch your hip, and bring it exactly out in a line from your hip. Your straight arm should be exactly that, super straight with your knuckles up to the ceiling. So if someone were to come over and try to move this arm, it would not move. One way to do this is to pull your shoulder into the ground and really think of rooting down through your belly button. So you're going to squeeze it tight and make sure your rib cage is connected to the floor. It's okay if you have a slight gap in between your low back and the floor, as long as your rib cage is connected. You're then going to use your bell side foot to push yourself over and roll onto your elbow, finding a side plank position. From this point, you're not going to move anything regarding your arms. You're just going to flatten out your palm and push yourself up to a full seated position here. So this is quite a stretch on the hips. I'm looking at the bell the entire time and still keeping my arms straight and making sure that I have that strong lockout position maintained. I'm then going to lift my hips and move my knee through so it's in line with my wrist of the hand that's on the floor. This is a strong supported position, and you should still be looking up at your kettlebell from here. Then you're going to send your hips back into a hinge and move yourself up so you're in a half kneel. You can either turn your front leg or turn your back leg like I just did there. So I'm in this half kneel. This is a point where I'm stable and supported with my bell so I can look forward. When I start to move again, I want to turn my gaze to the bell. I'm going to flip my back leg to windshield wiper it to the side so I can make room to hinge my hips again. I'm then going to take my hand, bring it to my hip, and use my leg as a starting point to reach out directly from my knee and stack my shoulders. This is going to give me room to sit down underneath. I want to think of my glute on this bent leg side going exactly where my knee is. So how I do that is I bring my heel out, sit my booty down right where my knee was, and then I'll find my side plank position. If you need to move your hand in this case to get a strong side plank, you can. From here, you're going to keep looking at your bell and roll yourself down slowly to the floor. Grab onto the bell, pull it in towards your chest, legs come together, and you roll into the fetal position exactly where you started.